This is the Beyond the Box dumbbell workout. Before you get into the workout, check out the Instagram post for the warm-up. Want to make sure you're getting ready for the workout by increasing your heart rate, increasing your body temperature, and you're starting to sweat a little bit before you get into it. For the strength portion today, we are going to be working on finding a heavy 3 reps of the dumbbell thruster over 5 sets. Talk about the dumbbell thruster. When you're doing this movement, want to ideally do these sets unbroken. And as we look at the movement, the first rep needs to be a clean from the floor into that squat and then stand and press. The next 2 reps following that go right into a squat and press. Do not put the weight back down on the floor until you've done 3 total thrusters. What that's going to look like is this. From the floor to the shoulders, squat, press, back to the shoulders, squat, press, back to shoulders, squat, press. When you're doing this, make sure that we are nice and tight through the midline. So we're tucking the bum and we're pulling the rib cage down and we're nice and tight across our core here. This is going to keep the weight stacked over us here. Head is through the window and I'm nice and stacked in this position. What happens a lot of times is when we get tired, we no longer brace and we're not tucking. And you can notice here how I start to extend in my mid-back and how my head gets behind my arms. And when we try to get our head through the window here, we're reaching with our neck, where what we should be doing is re-engaging through our midline, engaging the core, so tuck the bum and pull the rib cage down. And look, just by doing that, move my torso forward again, I now have my hands stacked over my shoulders and my head through that window. Once you've found your heavy 3 reps in that 5th set, ideally you'll have gone unbroken for all those repetitions. We're going to move into the Metcon. The Metcon is 3 rounds for time of 15 deadlifts, 15 thrusters, and 15 squats. The RX weight for the dumbbells is 50 pounds for the men and 35 pounds for the ladies. Or the weight that will allow you to do 15 of those dumbbell thrusters unbroken. Ideally, the thrusters are going to be the weakest part of this movement, so they're going to be the limiting factor. So we should focus on what we can do 15 reps of the thruster as opposed to the other movements, because you have to be able to do the deadlift to be able to get it through the shoulders, and you have to be able to do the squat to perform the squat portion of the dumbbell thruster. A challenge is that you don't put the weight down until you've gone through 1 full round. Take a quick little rest break. I recommend about 5 to 10 seconds, and then get right back into it, trying to manage your breathing. So as you're going with every repetition, think of breathing out on the forceful part of the movement and breathing in at the top of the movement or on the positive parts of the movement. So we'll take a look about that, what the breathing would look like in the movements that we're doing. So if I'm breathing and taking my breathing for the deadlifts, maybe take a big breath at the beginning. Exhale as I stand up. Keep the shoulders nice and tight. Take a big breath. Hold that breath in as I go back down. I only need to touch one of the dumbbells to the floor when I go back down, because this is going to allow me to maintain a good posture and a flat back. If I were to try and touch both dumbbells, notice how I have to crunch up a little bit, and I no longer have that neutral spine. I'm actually rounding through the shoulders a little bit to get the weight down to the floor. So tighten up the shoulders, flatten out the back, breathe out on the way up. When I do my thrusters, breathe in at the top, go down, stand up, press, breathe out overhead, and then breathe in before I bring the weight down to the shoulders, squat, press. Same idea would be when I'm squatting, so dumbbells on the shoulders, big breath in, hold it on the way down, breathe out on the way at the back up or at the top, and then breathe back in, squat. So manage your breathing. We want to go fast, but don't go so fast that your breathing goes out the door. When we're out of breath, when our heart rate's going to spike, that's when we're going to start to struggle in the workout. So if you can manage your breathing, manage your heart rate, you're going to get further in the workout, and you're going to be able to do it more efficiently and be able to do it faster. Maintain a tight midline, focus on good posture, maintain a flat back in the deadlift portion of the movement of the workout. Your score will be the time it takes you to complete all 3 rounds. Get after it and have fun.